What is a .sys file and what role does it play in how Windows works? A .sys file is a system file responsible for essential Windows functions. It helps the system communicate with hardware and perform internal tasks. Without these files, Windows simply would not work as it should. Why these files are so important? .sys files run in the background all the time. They control everything from memory usage to communication with devices like the keyboard, mouse, and disk. That is why any problem with them can affect the entire system. The relationship between .sys files and drivers. Many .sys files are part of drivers. Drivers are components that allow the system to recognize and use hardware correctly. You can imagine what happens if this interpreter fails, right? When .sys files come into action, these files start being used right at computer startup. Even before you see the login screen, several .sys files are already working. That is why errors in them often cause freezes or error screens as soon as you turn on the PC, where they are stored in the system. Normally, .sys files are kept in internal system folders, away from the user's daily access. They do not appear on the desktop and should not be moved. This is already a sign that they are not ordinary files. Is it safe to delete or edit a .sys file? No. Changing or deleting a .sys file can cause serious failures. Even if it looks strange or suspicious, messing with it without knowing what you are doing can prevent Windows from starting properly. Why .sys errors get attention? When something goes wrong with a .sys file, the system usually warns you directly. This happens because it knows that file is critical. Have you noticed how these messages tend to be scary? In summary, .sys files are fundamental pieces that keep Windows running and connected to the hardware. They work silently, but any failure in them impacts the entire system. Did you already have an idea that these files were so important to the computer?